for the Sunblade.
Oh, it was with Strahd's brother.
Oh, you mean the card reading?
Yep, card reading. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it was with Strahd's brother. So
Yeah, the card of vengeance, right? The two of
yep.
swords.
And
Uh,
so you were down in the crypt looking for the brother's crypt. You came into contact with a couple of other entities down there, and were able to dispatch them. And were then in while the beam of light that had been punched, once the the mist was pierced by this beam that was able to open up the mist and let through the actual first real uninterrupted beam of sunlight that has ever touched the land of Barovia. You were down in a place where you would not be able to see light. You were down in the catacomb. The A lot of people around Barovia that we looked at took it as a sign of hope. But what everyone that was on top of this tower could see from the vantage point of Ravenloft is an army of undead that is getting ready to march through that portal, and that it is essentially going to allow Strahd to become once again a conqueror and expand his domain, because he has gotten very bored with the small sandbox that he has. Um, but with you and Esmeralda, you're down in the dungeon of Ravenloft, and Rudolph von Richten, the actual Rudolph von Richten, not uh, Strahd, is also standing guard, looking at the catacombs outside the entrance of the tomb of Sergei, and watching for any movement of undead guards, which have already been an issue. Esmeralda watches as Alexander Toshinori moves closer to the tomb. Go ahead and roll a strength or an athletics check to be able to get open the port portcullis. So your first attempt fails. Go ahead and do it again. You stop it. Okay. Second time. Second time is definitely more effective than the first time, and I will let that also. So you are now like, once you tried it and you heard Rudolph von Richter like, you need some help over there. You're like, oh, and then the full effort was made in raising it, and the tomb looks heavier. The tomb lid looks heavier than the portcullis took to be able to lift. But as soon as you touch it, it starts to move aside, and light begins to emit out of it. And there is essentially a feeling that overcomes you, Alexander, that the feeling of, you don't have, Matt, do you have dogs?
Yeah, I have 4 dogs.
Okay, so when you've left them for anywhere from 5 minutes to 5 days, the way that the kind of energy that they have, that is what you feel from inside of the tomb. And slowly a hilt of gold and gem begins to raise up. It does not have a blade on it. And let's go ahead and so this hilt is what starts to rise up out of the out of the tomb. However, it does not have that Sunblade.
Yeah,
and the question I was going to ask is, do you touch it?
Yeah, I'll reach out and grab it.
All right, and when you do, you feel that anxiousness start to calm down, the way that you would pet a dog and let him know, "Yep, I'm home. You're okay." And now all it wants to do is hunt. It is interested very much in going out and hunting. Did I believe I did add to your character sheet some of the All Smite categories? Do you know that me and Tom have been sitting on the term All Smite for a long time, like a year? And I'm pretty excited to announce
Yeah, it's solid stuff, man. That's
announce the Savior of Barovia All Smite.
That's his name. All Smite? Dude, that's hilarious. It's like All Might, but it's All Smite. Do you get it?
Right. Yes, everybody gets it. So the Savior of Barovia, capable of doing amazing feats, blah, blah, blah. So now because you have have gotten the sword, you are able to perform the actions of the Savior of Barovia.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. You're able to surpass your limitations. You're able to stretch.
Is it
further
what about
than your?
what about go beyond?
Oh, yeah.
That's good. I
Oh
like
wait, did
that.
I?
Yeah. Plus ultra.
Oh yeah, sure. All right, so the I believe you should then have the Sunblade in your inventory, which should work, or the Sun Sword, which is
Yeah, I've got Sun Sword on there.
okay. So it has all the characteristics of it.
Yep.
But right now, instinctually, I could have you roll an Arcana check, or I could have you roll a history check. You're
Okay.
You're pretty certain that there's supposed to be a blade that comes out of this. All right. And like any sensible person who finds a blade or a hilt that rises up out of a coffin and has this aura of being the chosen one, you assume that when you touch it, it is going to alight and you are going to see a blade come out of it. That doesn't happen. What is Alexander's reaction to that?
Given other items that we've come into contact with, I assume there's got to be some sort of process of attunement.
Okay, so you start to take the time of attuning to the sword, and we will get back to you here in just a moment. All right, the rest of you, we're up on top of the.
Is the sun blade and the sun sword the same item?
Yeah, so a sun blade is a common item. The sun sword is a sun blade that also has personality, and I believe it has. You can take a look. I believe, yeah, it has sentience and was once possessed by the brother, empowered by as you start to attune to it, you'll realize that it was created by the wizard that became a lich, although this calls him by a different name. And weapon only communicates by transmitting emotions to the creature carrying it or wielding it.
Sure.
All right. So
yeah, I just wanted to make
well,
sure I had the right one on my character sheet. I didn't think there's any differences in.
Yep. Sounds good. Too easy.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Yep. And then any questions about the holy symbol of Ravenkind, which you have now started to attune to as well? I'm guessing you.
Did I pass that off to Dow in a previous game because I hadn't attuned to it yet? I thought that was the understanding from canon.
Yep. Dow has the symbol of Ravenkind.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I'm attuned to it now. So I'll give myself the charges and.
Yep. Go ahead and roll that for the charges.
Okay. You want me to do? How many did it start with? None. One.
No. But I mean, it regains that many charges. One thing I will tell you is Baba Saga was not using those charges, so it has
Great.
10 charges.
Great. Well then, do I need to do anything? Oh, I've got the
Nope.
I've got the sheet. It's on my character sheet. We're good to go.
Good to go. That's what I was looking for. So the individual with the map, have you figured out where you want to go? And where has the party told you that they should go in order to meet Strahd?
Excuse me. Who has the map?
Sean, that's you. Sean, are you there?
I'm here.
Nope, he's not.
That was him.
Nope.
Wow.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh.
Yep, now we do. All right.
It works.
So,
Okay.
when you had your card reading, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality, and this card will lead you to him. The card of the beast. A sign of great passion and rage, a sign of something malevolent hiding in plain sight. I see the beast. The devil waits upon his dark throne. So where is Strahd in Ravenloft?
He's on the toilet.
All right, so Sean, I need you to look for any bathrooms that you can find on the map of Ravenloft.
Sits on the throne, reading the back of an alchemical shampoo bottle.
All right, and I will also allow for Corbus in his various forms that he has taken throughout his many lives to go ahead and roll a history check with advantage to be able to have a good guess of where because he's been in this castle before. Not him, but guidance is given.
We've been playing that Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Guidance.
It pops up to let you know that you should use it.
Yeah.
That's a good DM. All right, with a 17.
And wait,
I
got that guidance. Hold on.
let's go ahead and do the guidance as well. Damn.
Dang.
With a
How much
21.
do you know? A lot.
With a 21, Corbus.
The hell is that?
Who is in the background smacking?
That's Sean's family. That's why he was muted.
Oh, well,
They're
Sean's
singers.
muted. I understand that. That's fine.
You
Sean.
just are jealous.
So there are some Vistani that are inside of Castle Ravenloft right now, celebrating the fact that their Tigeris is going to finally march, and there's actually lieutenants that are in charge of members of the undead that are dark Vistani, and they're chanting and starting to play their music. So you've encountered good Vistani, but there are also those that are Strahd 2024 individuals that are ready to march across the next realm. So for you, Corbus, it's weird as you remember actually being on top of this tower and discussing and arguing how the device would work. You were actually the one that realized that the combination of Fey magic, that the small stone, the small red stone, would actually bloat and inflate as it became corrupted and eventually became the heart of Ravenloft. The heart of sorrow is what the Archmage coined it, or more likely, it was that emo Strahd that decided that he would call it the heart of sorrow. You realize too that it also, remember that it is what allowed it, that another piece that it was going to be tied to, and this was the idea of Baba Lysaga, was that Strahd would be able to be linked to this stone, and that as long as the stone was intact, his spirit would always, and his body would always return to his tomb. And that's when you remember too that the tombs are straight down. Freya, you've already been down there. You know that. You flew up the tower from the catacomb area. And just above the catacomb area is the receiving hall, which is where Strahd would often sit on his throne. All right, so I am going to pick Corbus and say everyone is looking at you to make a decision in the group that is up on top of the tower. What's your call?
Should be headed for Strahd would be where I would go. Would be the receiving hall.
All right, that's going to be down this. That's going to be down the stairs. You are alert for attackers, and I will say, if I were to throw another 10 halbergs at you, what would be the response?
Is Dow's Spirit Guardian still up?
Dow's Spirit Guardians will last about halfway down this tower, or maybe a third of the way down this tower.
And then there are more halberds.
And then there are more halbergs. Hold on one second. I'll let you discuss kind of plans, but you're going to be coming into contact with you will be coming into contact with Strahd soon, so go ahead and discuss plans of how you want to approach that.
Sure.
Let's just destroy the whole thing, the whole tower, and then slide down it.
Yeah, I think so.
Then we don't have to deal with the halberds.
Let's blow it up. Who's got explosive potential?
I used to.
I'm happy to play the resource management game and pop a Spirit Guardians and let that be that.
I could use my skull maybe. I don't know how much it takes to knock this down though. It'd probably take a lot.
We fought some last time, and I think they pop after about 2 turns of Spirit Guardians, if I remember correctly.
They pop pretty quick.
They've got like 15 health tops. So I'll just use the
Okay.
spell and concentrate on it, and we'll just keep running through the castle and get to the bad guy. Save your explosions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Nick,
Any more
the
explosions.
I'm just gonna pop Spirit Guardians at 3rd level again.
Yep, and that's enough to keep individuals at bay, and also you see the as you're walking through, you pass some hallways and doors, and you see some wraiths, the shadows that you had seen in the what was it called, the murder house, that were
Death
down in the
House?
basement. Death house, yes, down in the basement there were those shadows. You see things that are waiting in the darkness, that are being held at bay by those spirit guardians. All right, Alexander, as you have taken the time now to attune to the sword hilt, and you realize that it is sentient. You realize that it communicates through emotions. What kind of is there any questions that you're asking it, or what's kind of your plan at that point?
Given the emotion that I got when I opened the crypt already, of wanting to hunt, then we're already in sync. Show me your blade. Let's go kill this motherfucker.
So you feel both the excitement and the draw of which direction it wants to go, but you also experience the feeling of emptiness and disappointment, and it wants to be made whole, but currently it is not. But the direction that it wants to go is still the same direction of both Strahd and going toward um, uh, it being able to be made whole. Those
Well,
are not two different goals.
And while we're moving, I will, be through Torm and through every ounce of divine thought I can muster while we're moving through the castle, moving up to, God willing, link up with the rest of the party, convey the hope that we've brought here already, and just remember all of the deeds that we have done throughout the course of our time, and the tumultuous ways that we were all brought together, and then what ultimately led me to this hilt. And I will just continue to think about those things as we are moving through these catacombs, as we move to reunite with the rest of the party.
All right, so you're coming up the stairs. These stairs here, is everybody on this page? On the new map?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so Alexander's coming up these stairs. You all are coming down these stairs, and the light of there is light emanating from the hilt itself, and there is light emanating from the amulet, and both of these lights seem to get brighter as they get closer to each other, and now the entire group is back together again.
Except I got a black page.
You got a black page?
Yep, all I got's black.
I don't know what it is about you, Chris, but I just don't want you to be able to have any fun.
It seems that way.
It's fucked up.
I'll remember that.
Oh shit.
Chris will remember that.
Pack tactics.
That's not cool.
Nice. So the sword isn't sparking a blade. Is that right?
The sword is not sparking a blade. No.
Is there anything we can do to try to determine what we need to do to make the sword whole again?
Yeah, let's. So I would say a perception check from Alexander, because he's the only one that can hear these or feel these emotions, and then but the sword is able to hear any questions. So if you want to give me some ideas of what kind of questions you're asking.
Yeah, I guess can we tell just based on the bearing of the sword it's an intelligent item?
Alexander knows that after he's attuned.
I think I know that. Yeah. So I mean, what do you need? What can we do to make you whole?
So
how can we help you find the light?
It continues to want to move this direction.
I have a feeling we're gonna see the blade spring forth when we meet Strahd. But by the same token, well, I'll ask that: is that when you're made whole when we confront the beast?
You feel a sense of the acidic and copper taste of blood in your mouth, and one that is seeking vengeance, and not even just justice, but just seeking vengeance in your mouth. And that's not the wholeness of being made complete. It is more just its purpose. So the answer is no, not Strahd. But yes, Strahd.
Dow will turn to speak with Alexander, and we'll just beam at him with endless positivity and say, I said a prayer to the Moonlit Mystery for your victory, and she heard my words, even in this place.
Well, then, hope is here, and you will find, Sword, that when we reach Strahd, and when we do win, victory is ours, that you will be better than complete. You will be whole, and you will be hopeful, because you will have brought light back to this realm.
Yeah, and in that, in both the words of Dao talking about his prayer, and in the words that you say to the sword, you feel a great rush. You also felt with Dao's words that fate is, your fate, and that fate is with you, and that everything that you will need will be in the room with Strahd.
Giddy up.
All right.
I guess there's just one more thing to say. I am here. Let's go get this fucker.
All right. Go ahead and show me the order of march. Yek, from here you know the way, and Corbus, you've got a pretty good idea. Alexander, you've got a tuning rod of Indigo Montoya's sword to be able to follow. What's our order of march?
I'm right up front, leading the way.
Is it like 5 foot wide, like a single file march?
Let me just see what you guys can see. Hold on. Oh, why isn't this area lit up the way that oh, hold on 1 second. 1 second.
Like me to cast a spell that lights up the area around me with little spiritual guardians.
Yeah, it's just that so this way is the direction that you're supposed to go. Toward Flamey there.
This one.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So why don't we do Alexander next. Kids. Dow and Corvus in the rear.
All right. Frey, can you move your token? Do you have vision and everything?
Now the only thing I can see is myself and courage.
Probably just because you're inside of a wall a little bit. Let's make sure.
It's everything. Like everything's black. I'm the new Corvus.
You're the new Corvus. Would you die?
Yeah, would you die?
Would you die?
I feel like
How about
every
now?
single time we do this, somebody gets stuck in a wall for such a long time.
How you doing now?
Dude, my freaking thing's glitching and
Same
blowing
thing.
me like.
Hey Nick, I can't see anything on the map right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can't either.
I can't.
That's my
There's nothing I can see.
I can only see me and courage. I swear to God. I swear to God.
The whole map is like super dark, except it has like a red gradient going out towards the edges.
All right. Who can't see?
I
Me.
can't move.
I can see a
I
Well,
little
can
bit.
move.
Courage moves. Who moves
Cleaning my
courage?
glasses right now, so I can't
I've
see.
been
but
moving courage.
Anybody
I'll
can
see-
move courage.
be able to see better.
Nope. Uh-uh.
It's the same as me that Matt has. I can only see my character in courage. And everything else
Same.
is black.
I'm back.
I also can
Samesies.
only see my character in courage.
Oh my gosh.
I can
What
see
did you
everything.
do? What did you do?
What did I do with what? Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
What did I do? All right, you just moved yourself around. Can you see anything?
That was me.
Moving Bruce?
Okay,
Yeah.
I could see a little bit. I could see a little
I'm
bit.
taking away
It
your
looks
privileges.
foggy.
I was hoping I
Like,
was
I can-
helping.
It looks foggy. That's because you're
No.
using night vision. Oh my gosh, why is courage
Foggy.
falling down
Foggy.
into the abyss?
You guys remember in the Daredevil show when Foggy calls Matt's phone and it goes, Foggy, Foggy.
No.
You know,
No, you're the only one old enough to have watched that movie.
Daredevil
Daredevil?
is not.
It's like,
It was on Netflix. Like,
Was Netflix show?
it's like 5 years
Yeah.
old.
2019 or something. Yeah.
Are you 5 years
Oh.
old?
Yeah. Are you
Yeah,
5?
just a little bit.
All right.
I'm just a
All
little
right.
guy.
So
Just a little guy.
or are you
Wait.
referring to the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck?
Hey, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Was
And
Foggy
Michael
even
Clark
in that movie?
Duncan as Kingpin.
courage
Yep.
seems interested in going south.
Courage is
So
my
does the sword.
goat.
Yeah, we
So
all
does
follow
the
Courage.
sword.
Yeah, we all follow Courage.
Yeah, I mean that's
Oh
a given.
yeah,
Courage could like jump into a portal.
Courage is my man.
We would all follow.
What about my sword? Does my sword say anything?
Do I have a sword?
You have a silver sword. It does not have sentience. I'm sorry.
No, the sword that tells me if there's a Ambush.
An ambush.
Yeah.
So you come to a door.
Ambush.
The sword wants
Where
to
are
go
we
through
going?
it. Alexander, it is
Guys.
the sword or the door is locked. Your dagger is yes, saying that there is an ambush, that there is danger waiting on the other side of this door.
I burst in.
Stop.
I pull up.
Okay, I'll pull up. Wait, who did that?
I phase through the door.
The door now, if it was aware of
Opens.
you, if the door was aware of you before, it is no longer aware of you, Freya. You have successfully hidden from the door.
No,
Well, I wasn't talking about the
no.
door. It was
Oh
if we
my
open the
gosh.
door.
The door is aware. Yeah, great. Don't touch the door.
Freya's mindset
Okay.
has and always will be, I cannot save anyone if I die first. You know?
Got it. I understand.
I'm gonna
I
touch
understand.
the
I'm gonna
door.
hide.
Fair.
So, do you have thieves' tools?
Am I supposed to be blind
Most likely.
still? Is this a lore? Is this something that has to do with the lore?
Is what? Are you able to what? What did you ask?
I still can't see.
You still can't see?
No.
How did you make it down this? How did you make it down this hallway?
I just followed the name of courage. I'm just following the dog that I can still see.
There you go. You're doing it right then. Just follow the
How
dog.
has he gotten this far? Sean, do you like
you see-
All
Jordans?
of my
To be
rats have
honest.
been cursed.
Can you see now?
I can see. Oh, yes, I can.
A little bit.
Follow courage.
Yeah,
All right.
I think I'm only supposed to see this much though.
Got it. Yes. All right. So, with your thieves' tool roll as opposed to your stealth roll, there, Freya.
That was your that was your thief tool roll.
I know, but I use your character sheet, so it's okay.
Oh, well, it wasn't
the-
really me, so does it?
The door is now unlocked. You guys can decide when you'd like to go through it by clicking on the door.
I don't want to click on the door. He said the door is aware.
All right, guys. I'll click on the door. Boop.
I'm gonna cast greater invisibility on myself first.
Too late. I'm already going through the door. Wait, it's not letting me. Oh, it let me. Oh, I closed the door. Okay, it's open. Oh, it closed. Hey, who's doing that?
Bruce just.
Canonically,
All right.
that just
Yeah.
happened.
Yep.
One
All right, let there be light.
100.
Oh my god, it's so freaking dark everywhere.
100%. All right. So, as you come in, tell me
Ooh.
what you can see. Hey, Bruce.
There are friendly
about 2
people down
meters.
here.
2
Bruce, you
meters
might
in
want to
front of
step
me.
back from the hellhound that is slobbering and.
Oh, all right,
If you
I
if you
charm it.
step
I
back,
charm it.
I won't have everybody.
Oh, damn.
See, we got Ismark. We've got Irina.
Shit, don't look at that. That's not the one I wanted to do. I wanted to click this one.
We've got
Don't look at that one either.
is that Vasily on the right next to the masked lady?
Yes.
Yeah, you got four children. And then you've got a you got a ghost golem of some kind, and then there's a chair, and the chair's empty.
All right. So
Chair.
getting up from the chair is Strahd in his full armor that you had seen
Ew, get this kid out of here.
prior to or in Vallaki. So his full battle armor, 2 hellhounds growling, and chained off, and
Sean,
4 charmed children that are just standing there placidly. What's interesting is Ismark is there, and he is not fighting. You've actually seen this kind of a a look on him before. He seems to be charmed. Irina, go ahead and roll a perception check or an insight check. As you are looking around. Okay?
That's pretty good.
All right.
Who just said
Insight
that?
check.
Oh.
He does it real good.
Oh, literally,
All right,
Tom. I
so-
literally thought you were an ad on something.
Yeah.
All
We've
right,
been
so
trying to
for
reach you about your car's extended
Corbus,
one.
what gives you advantage, or was that
Your
because
voice
of the
was
advantage prior?
unbelievable.
Yeah, I forgot to turn it off.
That's fine. All right, so we'll start with Elise. Elise, you're able to see everything that you can see.
I want to be able to see everything she can see.
John, you feel like there is more in this room that is hiding in the shadows, or perhaps that's just your paranoia as a rat. But you know that as a rat, you would want to be hiding and skulking in the shadows. For the others with so for Corbus and for Alexander, you notice that the last of Strahd's brides is holding Vasily hostage. He is the only one of the individuals in this room that is struggling against his captor, as if he were not able to be charmed. And Moon, and then for Tom, actually for Corbus and for Alexander, you notice that Irina looks different. Whether through compulsion or persuasion, she is no longer human. She has become a vampire.
Damn.
And then for Tom,
Everybody can see what you're whispering to me on the
Oh.
StreamYard.
fair enough.
FYI.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I was about to start to type to you. That wasn't going to work.
Alright.
Why does bruise, bruise, hey-oh, bruise?
What button did you hit?
What, Tom? What I will tell you, and we'll see if you can figure this out through your own insight, is that what you saw is what is true. What I said is not.
Dope.
All right.
Father, what do these things mean that you've messaged?
I haven't messaged any of those things. Who do you think that is? I will give you 2 guesses. I will give you 3 guesses, and your guess should be T, O, and M. That's what your guesses should
Tom,
be.
why did you say that?
Huh?
Why did
Tom.
you say that?
Tom.
Okay, you're done. You're
All right.
done.
So Strahd speaks up as you come in and starts to move forward toward the children. If at any time you want to roll initiative, go ahead and start to do so at this time. Or if you want to try to engage in diplomacy, you can. So Strahd says,
What's the sword
Will-
doing right now? Anything?
yeah, the sword wants to go stab him, but you also feel the excitement of, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. The rest of me is here. That's the kind of feeling that you're getting. I don't know how exactly that emotion resonates, but with your insight check, you are able to understand that the sword is saying that what it needs to complete it is here, and it's speaking about it as a person. Strahd starts to speak up. I would like to welcome you to my achievement party. I will be most interested in gaining insight from all of you since I will be moving back out into the world after 400 years and moving into where you are from. So perhaps we could sit down and discuss as, well, maybe not friends, but as comrades. And all of you would be able to leave alive and return home. And you can do so through the portal that our friend Freya has allowed for us to take care of, which I am very glad to see that you are still alive. Anastasia thought that you would most likely perish
Can
during
you see me?
the ceremony. What's
Can you
that?
see me? Can you see me?
mean, like through your camera?
No. Can Strahd see?
You're
I hid.
you're looking at a guy in full armor. He is gesturing outward, but whether he is making direct eye contact with you or not, you're not able to ascertain based on the based on what you said. Oh, so for go ahead and put locate creature into the chat, which they can see your chats as well. Yeah. When you cast locate creature, he is right here, right where
Is here.
he's standing. Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Or I mean, that direction for sure. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Oh, this part.
Oh. I am sorry. You do not sense him.
I do not sense him at all. The spell does not locate the creature.
If the creature you described or named is in a
Nice.
different form, such as being under the effect of a polymorph spell,
Yeah.
this spell does locate the creature. So I will give you that as part of your insight check.
Yeah, so I'll step up kind of between Alexander and kind of put myself up front here. I'll start muttering it kind of like when I'm still in the back near Freya and Corbus and such, but I'll begin to walk forwards and say we can't trust our eyes here.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
What we are seeing is not accurate.
All right. Well, what is my divine sense? Does that tell me anything?
Your divine sense says that this place smells like vampires.
True.
But more than one. However, you are able. You suspect that likely Irina could be a vampire now, and you know that that Strahd's bride is a vampire. But this whole castle smells, and this is also when you start to realize that, and music starts to play, similar to what happened in Vistani, and a spell starts to activate. We're going to do our our initiative rolls. It's not an active hostility, but the entire floor starts to drip with blood. And what's alarming is that it's dripping from the floor. And you can feel yourself walking through this sticky, thick blood. And as you've already started to realize, it's very difficult to see in here. And with your divine sense that I'm guessing you just expended, it becomes immediately apparent that all of Castleravenloft, and especially this room, is desecrated ground. Which, as you are pushing out your divine senses, it is just this feeling of being claustrophobic, like realizing that you're in a cave that is hundreds of feet below ground, and how much stone you have between you and freedom. It feels like that kind of oppression, and it has really since you walked in. So this is desecrated ground, and there's some type of magic that has now started to activate as the music starts to play, and the darkness seems to creep in on you even more, even with your abilities for dark vision and night vision, and the lights that you're emanating. It seems like the darkness is pushing back against the light in this area. Again, my friends, you are in my home, and you do not need to be enemies. You can either decide that you wish to take a knee for me and say that you are friends, or you can watch these children become dinner.
Where's the hilt of the sword pulling right now?
Perception check.
Oh, okay.
17. It's pulling toward the corner.
Can you at that corner? Huh?
Sorry.
Are you guys able to see the whole room?
I am. Does that help?
But are we?
Pulling towards one of these corners.
No,
Nope.
I can see like
toward
3 blocks.
It's pointing
Which-
toward.
Okay.
It's pointing toward the corner where Vasily is, and where Strahd's bride is.
Well, the kids, they look charmed, you said, right? And
they're not screaming in horror, and they're standing next to 2 hellhounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
They do not look scared.
Okay. And Ismark looks charmed, right? We've seen Ismark charmed before.
Yep.
You know what that looks like. What do you think, guys? You want to just allow our abilities to resolve this and just start stepping forward?
Yeah, I'm yes.
Is there magical darkness?
Do they
Dungeon
notice
Master,
me?
would you be kind enough to pass us the turn? There it is. There it is.
Ah, there we go.
And also, this room should be very bright because my little flame skull's in here.
Your flame skull is putting off light.
Oh, I can only see like 10 feet in front of me.
And just in case that was super obvious, I will yell "I am here" 3 times in case that was a code word to get the blade to ignite.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would keep just yelling that as much as possible.
Itadakimasu! Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Oh. Nothing.
Ooh.
Nothing. Just making fun of you a little bit.
How dare?
I may
I'm
have
sorry.
rolled. I
How
may have
dare.
rolled initiative for a secret door and a place marker token for the room.
We can't
And
see anything on the turn order except the
Us.
player characters. So
oh, okay.
if in fact
So you
roll
may have-
initiative for a token that's on the GM layer, it'll show up on the turn order kind of transparent and only you'll see it.
Oh yeah.
But if you inadvertently rolled initiative for something that we can't see, and then you inadvertently told us you did it, we still know.
Yeah.
All right.
Secret door.
Ra-ta-ta-ta. Oh, am I supposed to roll initiative? I'm kind of a genius.
You
Oh,
did
you
roll
made up for it
initiative.
with
You
the
had a
roll.
21.
I'm going second. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Hitting me, Romeo. I can't take the suspense.
All right. Don't take the suspense.
No. I wish I could see what I'm trying to fight.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me help.
Nice.
Music playing? I can't hear it.
Yes,
That's
it's playing.
interesting.
Oh, I can't hear it.
You can't hear these strings?
Is this annoying for you guys?
What?
All right.
Uh-huh.
So we have let me I forgot to roll some initiatives.
The Toynoida.
My turn order is not in turn order. It's in
My
turn,
token's not in the Toynoida.
it's in turn disarray over here.
I see your token, number 9.
I know, but mine's all out of order. Like the number.
It doesn't say 2017 13958. Well, we'll go off of your turn order then. You just let
No,
us know whose turn it
it
is.
switched again, so it looked like it was almost good, but then I
Oh,
scrolled down.
he's
So it says,
messing with it still.
well, it says 2017 1395 815.
2017 was an excellent year, I felt like, for me personally.
No, for real.
2016 was bad for me. 2017, like as just like a shoulder year, it's pretty good. 2017,
like a rebuild year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like for you to pop up so I can choose you. Thank you very much.
Oh man, we can see your rolls on the StreamYard though. Oh no, I can see them in the regular chat.
Yeah, you can see me there one.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, I can see your stuff.
All right. Let us begin. So, Bruce, you already had an initiative in there. I gave you the higher one since I hadn't erased the turn order. You are up first. So you can go ahead and...
I'm up first?
Yeah, you can go
Gee,
ahead and
I
start
wish
your
I knew
ridiculous-
what I was trying to attack.
All right, Bruce. Let's be a smartass, shall we? Let me
You
see
don't
what you
have
can
to
see.
make an
Mike, that's
attack.
his thing. What'd you just say?
So you don't have to make an attack.
Or you can attack.
All right, so since Freya just
flaming
spoke, she's no
dog.
longer hiding.
That
She'll-
wasn't Freya.
She'll
That
have
was
to
me.
re-roll.
That was
Yeah,
me.
she'll have to re-roll. Say it again.
Yeah, you gotta re-roll stealth every time you talk.
That's horrible. No, don't say that to her.
Oh
Do you
gosh.
feel better? Do you feel better about that? All right. Do you feel better about that? Can you see a little bit more?
Ooh, I can see clearly now. Why are there so many gosh darn people in here?
If
That's
elevation's too bad,
1,
then
2,
people will be really
3,
upset.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things to attack. All
I'm
right.
not very good at math, but I
would-
think we might be outnumbered.
I would start with the children first.
No, okay.
Killing them?
Yeah. Just
I mean,
kill 'em.
whatever.
No. It'd be like a
What
surprise.
could do that?
Shock value. Shock value.
It would be for the story, so it's okay.
Actually, kill Vasily first.
Shut up. Hey, I'm not listening
No.
to you.
That doesn't make sense.
I feel like that was reverse psychology a little bit there.
I'm your father.
I'm killing Vasily first.
Isn't Vasily the only one that doesn't appear charmed or vampired?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
But that is correct, isn't it?
Okay, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna
not gonna
go
lie,
up
guys, I don't
to
remember who Vasily is.
So what's the closest hostile creature to me right now?
The closest hostile creature to you is likely one of the.
One of the Hellhounds
Oh.
is 15 feet away, but Yeek is 10 feet away.
Okay, is Yeek evil?
And he's hostile.
And you're looking to yeet me? You get a yeet? Yeet me. Okay.
All right, so these things are hostile. These hellhounds.
Okay,
They're
is there a
likely to be-
person that's looking hostile?
Right now, there is not.
Really? Okay, that makes that easier, I suppose. Okay.
The bride back here has been looking hostile since you came in because she's trying to hold Vasily.
Okay,
Vasily to have
I'm
some-
gonna give Bardic Inspiration to who's next? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Alex, and I'm gonna say, plus ultra. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna ready an attack. I'm gonna just pull back my bow and just stay ready, aimed at one of the hellhounds.
Okay.
And then I will end my turn.
Do you have like animal like powers?
Oh shoot! I don't end my turn. Damn.
I don't know if that works with hellhounds, but I mean it's worth reading.
Yes, it does, and he can't say it doesn't because it does. Okay.
So I feel like maybe before
I
trying
talk to
prepare
the
an attack on
hellhounds.
hellhound.
I talk to the hellhounds.
Say, what up,
You
dog?
gain the ability to make intelligible
What,
speech
dude?
to any creature. As an action, you choose one creature or more creatures within 60 feet of you. Up to your charisma modifier, the chosen creature can magically understand you regardless of the language you speak for 1 hour. Once you use this feature, oh god. All right, go ahead and roll
Okay, so-
persuasion on this fiend.
I did cast Bardic Inspiration. I have not drawn my bow yet. That was just a little joke to make sure you guys were on your toes, okay? Okay. I really want these hellhounds to tell me why they're angry, and I just really don't want them to be mad at me anymore, and I want them to not like Strahd. So Bruce will probably be like, I don't know. I don't even know what he would say to make them.
Okay,
What'd
so
you just say?
you know that they're
That's
going to
bad.
be able to understand you, but the magic of universal speech does not mean that they're able to be understood by you. So asking them a question probably not the best idea. But what
Okay,
is it?
you're
You
twisting
try to
this. You're definitely twisting this.
That's not true. No, I mean Taylor's not twisting. It doesn't say that they can speak back. However,
Okay,
Correct.
it's a
he did
hellhound,
every
which means
other
that it's
time-
highly intelligent.
every other time you talk to an animal, he did have them talk back. So it'd be weird if he switched up now.
These aren't animals.
Every time that she talked to an animal, they were able to talk back.
So what's the difference between the hellhound?
They're
That
fiends.
they're
They're
not
not
able
animals.
to speak. But they're still a creature.
Mm,
And the last time she spoke, she cast Speak with Animals, which allows them to speak back. Universal speech
yeah, I don't know why you
is
did that
different.
one. Universal. I thought you were gonna use
I
the
don't
symbol.
have
Because she
speak
trade
with animals anymore.
Yes, you do.
because she traded it out. But you're able to persuade them. Just what are you persuading them of? To dislike Strahd instead?
Yes.
Okay. So what's nice is you suck at shooting a bow, but Bruce is actually pretty good at it. You haven't done a great job persuading the Hellhounds as a player, but you have rolled a 21 as a character. So this Hellhound that was about to take a bite out of one of these children,
Not the
you
children.
you do talk to it and start persuading it that, and everyone hears Bruce start to speak in a modification of it's like Spanglish but with infernal, and there he is talking to this Hellhound, and the Hellhound pauses in this moment and says, maybe she's right. Maybe we do need better benefits, or whatever it is that Bruce is talking about. All right.
I'm getting that GIF off the screen. It's so distracting.
No, I shouldn't have said that.
Did you still give Bardic Inspiration to
Yes,
Alex?
he still has Bardic Inspiration. And for my
Yes.
bonus action, I will draw my
No,
bow.
that wouldn't that be your bonus?
Yeah, you.
So I gave Bardic Inspiration, persuaded the Hellhounds. Can't I do something else?
Move.
You could do a
No.
bonus. No, you've used your bonus. You could move. You could move anywhere you wanted to.
No,
Within
I don't want
30
to move.
feet.
I want to draw my bow.
Yeah, you did. So you're aimed at you have if one of these hellhounds starts to move on those children, you'll be able to take an attack. That's the prepared action that I thought that you had said that you were doing, right?
No, but I'm no longer pointing at them. I'm pointing at Strahd because I want them to like me.
Makes sense. Yep. So you've been motioning with your bow as you've been persuading them persuading them that they need to take on Strahd. So this
Hell
one has
yeah, brother.
paused. All right. And go ahead and on your turn, you can roll a perception check for some of the individuals that are currently stealthing in the shadows.
Me?
All right. Alexander, you're up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So am I getting any closer where the
You now
help is pulling?
realize. Oh yeah. And weirdly, Vasily has also been in his hysteria trying to reach out toward you. You come that close?
Yeah.
That's where you move to? All right.
Yep.
So you watch as this vampire spawn is trying to hold back a fucking commoner, 4 hit points and stats 10 across the board. That's what Vasily is, right? Except that she has now been struggling with being able to keep him grappled. And as you start to move closer, you feel the hilt heating up. And once you come within 5 meters of Vasily, you watch as he begins to convulse, and in a spasm, he looks up into the sky, and divine light, like a smite is coming out of his body, shoots up into the air, and you watch wings unfurl out of Vasily, and that angelic form raises out, and you realize that this angelic form, as it's coming out, looks a heck of a lot more like the image that was carved into the tomb than it does just Vasily. The reason that Irina was attracted to Vasily was because he had half of Sergei's soul inside of him. But Sergei's soul was cut in half when the soul stone that was inside of his sword was broken.
That's messed up.
And now the soul stone is being returned. But Sergei is no more. And you feel the energy of this divine spirit that has this partial soul that has lifted itself out of Vasily, begins to wrap itself around you and go up your arm. And in that moment, the blade alights, and the full power of the Sun Sword is now at your disposal. If you would like to, go ahead and roll intimidation. Actually, I'll just have her roll a wisdom saving throw to see whether or not she immediately just runs in the
Evaporates.
direction. She's not going to fucking evaporate. But she is.
Spontaneously combust.
There we go.
She is going to decide, probably leaving. What a good idea. Nope, she stays true to her, and she faces off against you and
Yes, she does.
And snarls at you. All right. Go ahead. Do your best.
All right, let's see what this thing can do.
Oh, I was hoping you'd roll like shit. Damn it. All right, go ahead and roll that damage.
12 plus 8
20.
plus improved smite.
Oh, you haven't rolled the damage for the sword yet, even.
Yeah, I have.
When you hit this, it does radiant damage when you do it. So 12
Yep.
plus 8
So it's
plus
8 plus 12 plus 8.
Okay. So 28 damage.
For my first attack.
That's what I like to hear. A 30 does hit.
Nice.
So 26
19,
more.
26 more. All right, so she is in that initial attack. She is bloodied, and she is scared. All right, anything else you're gonna do?
Let's see here. Do I have any bonus actions? No, I don't think I do. So that we'll call that my turn. I will say a prayer to Torm, wish Sergei well on his trip to the afterlife, thank him for the sword. Here we are. Let's go.
All right. And Boom, Freya, you're up.
What?
What?
I think Corvus is up.
Corvus, where are you at?
There are actually 3 people ahead of me. It's Corbus, an enemy,
I got a 17.
Yick, and then me. I have a 9.
Sorry, there's extra people in this turn order. Go ahead, Corvus.
Okay, am I supposed to only be
You're-
able to see 30 feet,
Yeah,
even with dark vision?
even with dark vision.
Okay.
There is more going on here than the amount of light in this room.
Well, everybody's been having trouble seeing, so I didn't know if that was.
Yeah,
how it was
I
supposed to
actually
be,
ended
or-
up. Yep, I actually ended up giving because there is sources of light in this room. It's very difficult to see.
Let's see here. I was there. I went there. I'll go there instead. Okay.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. All right. As you move into that location, you hear something above you, and when you look up, you realize that about the ceilings are about 25 feet or 20 feet in this area, 30 feet in the center. But above you, crawling on the ceiling, is a vampire spawn.
Rude.
Rude indeed.
Let's check the spell description then. Do. Trying to find it. There it is. How high'd you say it was?
20 feet in this area.
Okay.
30 feet in the center. It's bold. What you got? What you got? What you going to do? Some
I gotta
freaking
find it on my.
nonsense. Make that nonsense happen.
What's happening?
Corvus is hunting his spell sheet.
Moonbeam. It's in the chat. It's 40 feet high.
Doesn't it need to be outside? I feel like the moon has to be outside.
I don't believe so.
All right, let's go ahead
Okay.
and throw.
I think
Throw
Call
into
Lightning
the-
needs to be outside.
Oh,
Stop.
that's what I'm thinking of. Let's just say that you did call lightning instead.
No.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. We'll just, I guess, maintain your autonomy as a character, and you can do whatever you want to. That seems fair.
Looking right.
All right. So wisdom saving throw, 22. So half damage
5.
on the moonbeam. So -5. But the vampire has taken radiant damage this turn, so it will not regenerate hit points.
Do they fall from the roof and take fall damage?
No, it did not.
Bullshit. And
If you would like to fall down every time you take damage, you let me know.
I'm not climbing on the ceiling.
I know.
Or hit by radiant damage when I'm undead.
It was scary.
Where's shifter? Shifting. There it is. And I'm done.
All right.
Shifting.
All right. One thing that was happening about the same time that Corbus was going is Strahd's bride being able to respond. She is going to disengage from Alexander. She was going to kill Vasily, but he is laying on the ground and is possibly already dead. So she moves up toward one of the children and grabs the child and is going to attempt to use them as a human shield.
Ew, that's so rude.
It is rude, but it's evil. All right. Hellhound number 2 is up. Let's find out how wise these guys are. No, even with advantage, because they are bound to Strahd, they are still mesmerized by the powerful socialist rant that Bruce is on, talking about workers' rights for all people and all types of creatures, to include fiends, and why should you be beholden to a master? All right. Yek. Get jiggy with it.
If I turn off my invisibility for another concentration spell, can I get advantage if I distract them with something?
Go ahead and talk to me about what it is that you're trying to do, because and then I can figure out if your advantage for being invisible is, because it's ending when your spell activates. So what spell is it that you're looking to utilize?
I want to hide first and then cast my spell, but they won't see the spell. It's not. I'm casting Shadow Blade.
Okay, so yeah, you can attempt to stealth, and Shadow Blade's casting is a bonus action, so you'd be able to do both, but stealthing would be your action.
I'm okay with that.
All right, so go ahead and move to a location that is more likely, because out in the middle of the
How far can I just move? Where, like 30 feet? Just 30 feet, wherever.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go right there.
So you moved down by the throne. So you're kind of hiding behind the throne.
Yes.
All right. So that is going to obscure maybe 2 of the hellhounds. If there are people on the northern side of the room, it's likely to do that. But for Ismark, Irina, or if there's stealthed individuals behind you, possibly, I mean, she's going to definitely have advantage trying to see you, but it's still likely to work, so, or possibly will work.
So what's the one person that has
Yes,
advantage
you are
on
at
me?
full.
The girl on the right of the throne?
The the vampire spawn with the mask on.
Okay, I'm gonna fire a fire ray at her while I do it then, with my skull, flame skull.
Okay, so the flame skull can do that from from where you were at before, or are you kind of holding the flame skull with you as you're moving around?
I thought he'd been floating around this whole time.
He has been floating around. Don't you have
Yeah,
control of him?
he's just. Yeah,
Oh, he's way up here.
no, I don't see him.
Yeah, he was way up. He was way up top.
Oh, I lost him.
Okay, so yeah, he's up in this area. I will tell you that he's not real good at understanding the difference between friend and foe. That is not immediately like.
The child can walk it off.
Yep, that's pretty much what the flame skull thinks. So that's a firebolt that you're firing. Or is
No,
that
isn't that what he has? The flame skull has?
Nope, flame skull has something different, but I can go ahead and roll it for him. So you essentially are wanting him to do some distraction. So he fires one. First one does not hit. Second one does not hit. All right, so you want to roll even. That's what you want to roll. So yeah, go ahead and roll a d4. All right.
I rolled even.
Good.
He's being chilling.
You do
now you
watch.
want me to roll stealth?
No. I just want you to watch as the child that the vampire bride is about to pick up has hair singed on top of it, possibly a little bit, probably a bit of a burn, but not anything life threatening. But the second fire ray hits true and smacks her in the face. So go ahead and roll the damage for that attack, or I can.
You're gonna
I
have
already
to because
did.
I don't know what.
11. All right. So
Gosh.
11 points of damage. All right. So go ahead and roll your firebolt if you'd like to, but that is going to alert anybody to your position, and you're not going to be able to stealth.
I'm not rolling firebolt. I'm stealthing.
All right, stealth it up.
They don't see me. Surely.
Makes sense. Yeah, they yeah, probably not anybody able to see.
Did he hide behind a lamp? Why is that's not very good, isn't it?
Yeah, he hid behind the to be fair, he got above this vampire spawn's passive perception. So that's good. So the vampire would have to directly try to see him, and right now he's fairly hidden.
Okay,
all right.
I'm casting Shadow Blades then.
Shadow Blades,
and then I end my turn.
Has been cast at what level? Out of
5th.
curiosity. 5th. Okay. All right. Where are you at? Let me go with this one. All right, Dow, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
All right. There's probably a chest of gold around there, so if you want to pull out your shovel, you can start to dig indiscriminately until you find it, but you failed your perception check.
Sounds good.
All right. Vampire spawn next to Corbus decides to drop to the ground after and move outside of the moonbeam, but it probably still has to take some freaking damage, doesn't it?
Make another save.
18.
Let's go.
Booyah! Oh, what is it? Constitution?
I think so. I gotta scroll back up. What is it? We're shifting. Yeah, it's Constitution.
Oh well, shit. I'm sorry. I did the wrong check twice. I feel sheepish. Bah.
And for whatever reason, it's a 15, not it's 16, not 15. It's showing 15
Oh, okay.
on there, but sheet's 16.
Yeah. So my constitution's plus 3 as opposed to that annoying. All right. So second one does not succeed, but the first one succeeded like it did. She takes 10 more damage. She screams and drops to the ground and lands next to you and is coming at you with a multi-attack. She's gonna do
No.
what?
No.
Said no?
I agree.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Yeah, the power, no.
Not allowed.
Well, she doesn't hit you with the claws, but she does hit you with the bite unless you have a AC over 20.
Yes.
Manifestation, baby. Yes.
Manifest destiny. All right, you know what? Yes, take 4 piercing damage and reduce your maximum hit points by 3.
So
She has
4,
regained.
that
some
not
curse.
7.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, 3 by 3.
So I take 4 damage, reduce total by 3.
So you take
The
7
way that
damage,
reads, I
but
should be taking 7.
yeah, you take 7 damage and then reduce your maximum hit points by
Okay.
3. That's what I meant.
Shit. 6. Okay.
All right. Freya, you're up.
All right.
Your stealth
First,
is still in place, yes.
well, I wanted to take a little look-see around the room to see if anyone it didn't work on.
You're looking around the room for evildoers.
No, not evil. I mean, I know they're evildoers. I want to know if these evildoers can see me.
How would you which evildoer?
And
You feel like you're pretty darn hidden.
okay, cool. And then I want to ask, what does the room look like? Like, how tall is the ceiling?
30 feet tall in the center, 20
Okay.
feet tall on the sides. It is curved. There are lots of pictures up in the like framed pictures and different types of artwork. It is difficult to tell where this music is coming from that has started to create this nightmarish yet.
Are there any like exits or doors or anything like behind the group up here that we can see?
Say that again.
Are there any like doors or anything like past this group in front of me?
Go ahead and click and hold down so I can see what you're
Just
talking
like
about.
just like up here.
Is there anything beyond that? No, that is the end of the room.
Okay.
And
Okie dokie.
there is glass windows above it that is looking out over the armies that are now marching in the night.
Okay. Well, I was gonna do something, but I feel like it's gonna get me seen quicker than I want to. So
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to that, and I'm just gonna shoot somebody.
All
I
right.
don't know who yet. So we've got the Hellhounds up here, which are chill for now. Yeah. If I move, am I gonna be seen? No.
If you move, no. But if somebody's trying to find you, it's going to definitely give them advantage.
Like how much? What if
That
I
they'll
do
be able
the
to
thing?
roll.
It's like
That
I
they'll be
move
able to roll 2
so
dice to try to find you.
slowly. I move so slowly that I cannot be seen by the naked eye.
There you go. You're fine then. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay, I'll move that distance then. So since I'm hidden, you'd say that if I shot somebody, they'd be probably like a little surprised, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would be surprised for sure. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So
All
you
right.
would have it.
I'm gonna
You would have
assassinate.
advantage on the shot.
Would I have assassinate though?
I will be liberal and give you the feature of assassinate because
Oh,
otherwise
you
it's a
have
shitty
to.
class. No, I don't have
You
to.
have to. Yeah, because
Nope,
what
for
would make
saying
it so you
that, now
can't?
you don't have it. Go ahead,
No,
continue.
because what will make it so you can't give it to me?
The fact that you can only target something that you are in the turn order before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, so
Okay.
if you target Strahd, you'll have assassinate.
Yeah, I was gonna target Strahd. I was gonna target Strahd. I was gonna go for it.
All right.
All right. Okay.
All right, a 20 hits. All right, 18 sneak attack and so it's a critical hit, so go ahead and roll your damage again. Actually, what's your okay, so 15 plus 18 is 33. Jesus. All right, I'm not letting you do that again.
Well, I can do it again.
45. All right, so surprisingly, out of nowhere comes a arrow that strikes into Strahd's armor and just finds like an exposed part and just tears through the armor. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I want to feel like I feel like it's gonna be like you know the Hunger Games movies where
Yeah.
where she's like standing there pointing the arrow at Snow, but she doesn't shoot him. But that's what I feel like is happening. Like he does not know that she's just
Right.
like deadpan glaring at him this whole time. But that was what was
Go ahead and
happening. You said roll
Go ahead.
perception or persuasion?
Yep. Perception. And this is
Oh,
not going to be with
perception.
advantage or anything like that. Okay. All right.
No,
So
it's still
you
okay.
actually. No. Oh. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. It was. You can definitely tell it was a good hit. All right.
Oh wait, before I'm done,
Yes.
I want to hide, and I know that I just shot somebody, so I think that if I can't see what's really going on with the walls. I don't know if there's like, although it's pretty dark, so I feel like it's kind of easy to hide again, right, with all these people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want you to be like,
Except if you weren't, affected by that dark at all.
I'm not supposed to be, and I can't see shit. Right?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
Okay. Well, I'm saying if other people can
Hey,
also
why are
see it,
you
I
getting
can
so
see shit.
sassy? Oh my god.
Who?
You know who, not you. That's for sure.
Okay.
That's for damn sure.
For sure. Wow.
Okay. 30 stealth. Yes. You feel like you have gotten very stealthy. All right. There is a word spoken that you have heard before. And Alexander, your armor locks up. And to include the inability to speak and the inability to move. Dow, you feel like your armor is going to do the same thing, except that the pendant, the wolf's head that fit into your armor, it seems like it almost responds back, and the armor does not lock up. In that moment, as you feel, Alexander, the armor start to lock up, the windows of Ravenloft and especially the throne room, there is still this hole that is through the mist, and you have not been able to Dow, you've not been able to see the moonlight in all of its glory since you arrived here. But you watch as the moon rises through the hole that has been punched through the mist. And as the light of the moon begins to move through, it has a beam of light that comes into the receiving the throne room, and both your armor and Alexander's armor have had remove curse cast on them.
Nice.
Neither of your armors are now cursed thanks to the intervention of the Moonlight Mystery.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Which kind of pisses off Strahd.
Fuck yeah.
So he hits Alexander with a shocking bolt for 9 lightning damage. And with his multi-attack is going to attempt to do it again. And he has advantage because he is on desecrated ground. and hits you for 22 points of damage. So 22 plus 9 with lightning damage.
Thanks.
The attack roll would be made with advantage anyway if the armor was made of metal, but I'm not going to worry about that at this time because I'm already winning. So, all right. Dow, go ahead and roll a perception check. All right. From above, as the creature is moving into position, you do notice it so that way it doesn't have full advantage on you as it descends upon you to attack you. Because it's desecrated ground, it does still have advantage though, and hits you with a claw attack. Does a 20 hit?
Nope.
20 does not hit. Does a 25 hit?
Yep.
All right, with that 25 then, 10 damage, 6 of which reduces your maximum hit points. And what's nice is that it's now your turn.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so help me out visually. Is Strahd's in the room? Is this animated?
So you
animated
cast
armor.
You cast locate. You cast locate creature, right?
Yeah.
And so what I told you was that what you see is accurate. What I said is not. Right. So the Strahd that is armored, yes, is animated armor.
Yeah. Okay.
It is his armor, but it is moving on his own.
Right.
And Strahd has been speaking, and by the divination of the cards, this is the place that he has to be according to fate.
Yeah. Okay. So weird. There's a couple of things I can do. The first thing I want to do is use my action to channel divinity and use Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
And this will make a 30-foot radius around me. So I'm going to change my radius to 30 feet. It lasts a minute, moves with me, and anytime a creature ends its turn in the sphere, I can give them 1d6 plus 11 temporary hit points, or I can end an effect on it, causing it to be charmed or frightened. And this can it doesn't say allies or anything like that. It's just creatures in the area. So my intent would be at the end of every figure's turn who looks like an ally, like all the kids. I mean, right now it's my party members and all the kids. Get the end a charm at the end of their turn, right? And then, and if they're not charmed, if I don't think they're charmed, then I'm gonna give them the temporary hit points, right? But like the kids and stuff, they seem charmed. And whenever Ismark, or the individual who is represented on the map with a token of Ismark, takes his turn, then it's same. I would end the charm on him. So that's my action. I'm gonna step forward, probably provoking an attack of opportunity. But I'm gonna get to I want to get to here if I can.
Okay.
And with my bonus action, well, before I take my bonus action, I'm right next to Ismark. He hasn't taken a turn or anything, has he? Hasn't done anything?
No, he has barely moved.
Okay. Narratively, I grab him by the shoulders and I'm like, looking in his eyes. He looks totally charmed.
So as you channeled your divinity, and as you start to move toward him, you watch his eyes flutter and start to look around, as if the lights have just been turned on, and he's trying to assess the room.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
the same with Irina.
okay.
However, you do notice with your passive perception fresh bite marks on her neck and her skin being very pale.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then how about we'll do the bonus action. We'll summon the moon mallet and we'll hit the lady with it.
Okay, let's go ahead and do the attack of opportunity from the vampire spawn that you moved away from first.
You got it.
And then we'll do the rest just in case you. I mean, there's no concentration or anything like that on the.
Just in case I die.
I mean, hopefully, let's.
I'll take 70 damage and die.
All right, we're gonna do multi-attack, but what's interesting? Those effects will still happen, but we're doing 2 claw attacks, one of which was a crit. So go ahead and do the. Go ahead and attempt to escape both of the attempts at grappling you.
If I can point of clarification for a second, is the vampire spawn able to use his multi-attack when he takes an attack of opportunity?
No, of course not.
Okay.
So we'll just go with the critical hit. No, I guess we'll go with the first hit.
All right, 25 hits. I take 10 slashing damage.
And
instead of damage, I can be grappled. Would you like to damage me or grapple me?
So I'm sorry, it's an attempt to grapple you.
Oh, okay. So it got me. Instead of dealing damage, the vampire can grapple the target. DC 13. Okay, so I'm grappled right here, right?
Yeah, so we'll say that you were attempting to move, and so you could move the 5 feet.
Yeah.
And she had to kind of pursue you, so you can be there. Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, then I'll.
And you still watch though as Ismark and Irina are waking up from their charmedness. You are also watching as the children do as well.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. They're all gonna get the decharm. I'm gonna hammer the lady real quick with the spiritual weapon. Oh, 15.
15 does
better than nebulous area.
Hits.
Nice.
You meet my beat, or you beat my meat.
Meat. All right, 7 force damage.
7 force damage.
That's my turn.
All right, she is not a happy camper.
Yeah. Dao is like clearly looking around the room, trying to determine the real location of Strahd.
Okay. So
at
go ahead and roll.
At the end of every figure's turn, they get no charm or they get temporary hit points.
At the end of I'm going to say that Ismark and Irina are now going to be able to act on your turn.
Great. Very cool. Right.
And then go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah, you got it. Freaking.
It's gonna be difficult, but there is the possibility of you hitting it.
Okay.
Because you're a pretty perceptive guy.
Nope.
No.
Roll like
all right. All right. So there's definitely a gold chest around somewhere.
There's a gold chest.
I hope you find it.
And I'm just gonna shovel every square meter of this fucking map.
or perhaps it's a trap. You don't know, but you fail the perception check. So good luck.
Yeah.
All right. Vampire spawn up here next to Freya. Cannot see Freya, but she can definitely. Freya, how did you disappear from this vampire spawn's ability to detect you. Like, what did you hide behind exactly?
I said I was hiding behind all those people.
She had an existential crisis and then she hid behind it.
Do you remember when I was like really concerned about you not letting me be stealthy later on? And so I like asked you a bunch of times like if I can be seen, and you're like, you're good, you're hidden. So why are you switching up now?
That's your
Well-
alignment. You know,
Okay,
you're a
so
good person.
the person that is directly next to you, you were not able to hide from.
No,
Most of the
you said
people in
before
the-
that I could. You said I was hidden.
Yes, from everybody else except for the people that have direct line of sight with you.
That's why I moved.
Where? Directly
I
next
remember
to
when I
them?
was like, "Can anyone see me here?" And you were like,
Yes,
"No,
and then
you're
you
good."
fired from this position.
Yeah, and then I said, "I'm going to move to stealth." I said, "Can anyone see me here?"
No. Rewind the tape. If
Yeah,
I
rewind
said
the tape.
that,
Actually do it.
if I said that, that is outside
This
of the
is
rules.
this is verbatim what you said. You feel
If
pretty
you would
hidden.
like to be if you would like to be able to stealth, you will need to move away. We'll need to say that your character moved away from this individual after shooting,
I
and
said that.
that they get an attack of opportunity as you move away.
I'll just say this: the dungeon master saying you feel pretty hidden is like
You know what, Tom? I thought we were on the same side. But now
we
I'm
are,
like,
we are.
now I'm like really
we are in the
concerned.
same way that like the
Do
pricing
you remember?
team and the
Do you
sales
remember
team are
your
on the same
perception?
side.
Do you remember your perception check? Maybe we should have spent a little bit more time
That was for something
working on
else.
our
That was for something
perception.
else. That was for something else. That was for something else.
Maybe
was
we
for
should have
something-
spent a little bit more on wisdom and a little less
I
on
just want to
dexterity.
say, Elise is right, and you keep changing up your rules
Yeah.
just so that they can benefit you. And you need to realize that she is hidden and no one can see her.
Yeah, no,
I
for
am
sure.
your father and your dungeon master, and you will do as I say. If you're going to
That's
live in
not
my
true.
house, you live by
That's
my
not-
rules.
That's not true. I'm hidden.
Okay, bye.
I don't want to be perceived.
Have fun buying your groceries next time. But
Girl.
You bought that with child support money. That's what it's for.
yeah, it was his money, but still.
You are a child
That's-
and you supported the family. That's how child support works.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
So
So,
So what am I supposed to do? What do you want from me?
what I want from you is to take a claw attack. A 26 is a crit and it hits, and then a bite attack for 24.
No, okay, no, because listen. If you're saying that this is an attack of opportunity because he saw me,
It's not an attack of opportunity. You're not hidden from this vampire spawn because you argued too much. I gave you an opportunity, and you continued
because
to
I
argue.
said that I moved.
You have taken 14 points of damage for slashing, and you have taken 12 points of damage, or 13 points of damage, 7 of which are necrotic, so you reduce your maximum hit points by 7.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
I know where you sleep, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm coming
All
for
right.
you.
That is that vampire spawn's turn. It is now this vampire spawn's turn. Way up here. This one is going to let me go ahead and roll another stealth check though. Okay. All right. All right. One of the children attempts to run away, which results in a opportunity attack by the. This one tries to run toward Dow,
Ah,
and because of the animated armor there, it takes a attack of opportunity and grabs the child and holds it in front of it. All right. So the way that we're going to work those rules is that if you attack the animated armor and you score above its AC, you hit the animated armor. If you hit above the child's AC, you hit the child. If you hit below both of them, you don't hit either the child or the animated armor. And that's how we're going to play the game of using a child as a human shield initiative. All right. The music still begins to play in the background and starts to change up its melody a bit, and you can hear it coming from 3 different sources. Go ahead and everyone can roll perception, an active perception check at disadvantage. What were you doing there, Dow?
Pointing towards a specific place on the map.
Done.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your perception check with advantage.
Nice.
It's still a 12. Unless you'd like to roll another one, since you had actually selected.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so for Elise and for Tom. So the notes are coming from above. So these 20-foot tall, 30-foot tall ceilings, wherever this music is being played from, it's being either piped in from above or but you don't see anything. What is it that gave you an indication in the direction that you're pointing, Tom?
When I hover over the turn order spot for the person at the top right now who has a 13 and looks like it's the animated armor or something,
You see a bit of
it
its
creates a yellow box that I only see the corner of right here because I am madly scrambling over here.
All right. So with the Moonlight Mystery, you were able to tell that
Yeah, that's it.
that something is located over there, but it's a feeling. It's the sound. You don't see anything.
Okay.
Over there.
Yeah. That's okay.
Like there's not an alcove, there's not a door, there's not
right.
There's not even like in some of the surrounding area, you could imagine that like somebody was behind one of the paintings or something like that, right? But there is nothing but glass in that location that is showing the outside.
Got it.
All right. Okay, Strahd's bride. Is going to take her turn. She is going to decide to. Oh, she also picks up a child because she's evil like that, and uses them as a human shield, and like literally sticks out the child toward the oh gosh, we just made the child big. Sticks out the child toward your moon mallet, like almost goading you to try to hit it with the mallet. All right. All right. Next up.
Was I taken out of the turn order?
No, you're up, Bruce.
What? It just
You're up.
it's a hellhound for me.
Oh. Sorry. It wasn't a hellhound for me.
Is that what I look like to you?
I had the wrong
Logan?
turn order up. Hold on one second. Give me just a second.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Corvus. And I'm gonna say something super heartwarming and inspiring.
Excellent. And
What?
a hellspawn is up after Bruise, right?
Pretty sure.
Okay. All right. Who did you give Bardic Inspiration to?
Corvus.
Corbus. So we have both Alexander and Corbus that have that sweet Bardic Inspiration.
So Strahd's wife.
Yes.
This is her right here next to Yeet kinda.
This is her. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Is her blood on the ground anywhere?
Let's go ahead and roll a d4, and if it is odd, or if it is even, there is, and if it's odd, there is not. Okay, so even there is blood on the floor, which then makes it super duper fucked up for me. Go ahead.
Okay, I touched the blood.
You're gonna have to move down there to touch the blood.
Girl, I'm moving down there to touch the blood then. Girl.
All right, show me where you moved to.
Right there.
You're not close enough to touch the blood.
How's that?
Okay, you're standing on top of the moon mallet, but we'll go ahead and go with it.
How's
Okay,
that?
you're close enough to touch the blood. Go ahead. Do your crazy, weird blood magic bullshit.
Don't tell me what to do. All right. Constitution saving throw.
All right. Good at those, but not today. Oh, I get advantage. Haha, 21. Haha.
How do you get advantage?
Because this is desecrated ground, and she's undead.
Whatever. As a bonus action, I can't do anything. So I end my turn and I take my leave for the night because I have school in the morning.
It's a late start.
Actually, is it a late start?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm still going to bed early though.
You suck.
Dude. You know what else sucks? When this morning you turned on the hall light and instead of it being a white light, it was green. Our hall light is green and he turned it on at 6 a.m. and he was like,
Kumquat. All right.
Why is the hall light green?
I don't appreciate the questions that you're asking. So, dropping down from the ceiling at Corbus is a vampire spawn.
I just
I'll
ate like
take that.
3 pieces of pizza.
Oh, good. How?
Okay,
I have
I'm
pizza.
gone. Love you guys.
All right, 14 does not
Yeah.
hit. 20 does hit. 8 slashing damage to Corbus. Just
How you
a
doing,
drop
Corbus?
from the sky, rake with both hands as she comes down. All right. The Hellhounds are now talking with each other about whether they should join the Bards Union. However, 2 individuals, no, they continue to talk about their future in the workers' paradise. And this hell spawn, or this vampire spawn, goes ahead and does a claw attack and a second claw attack. For 21, 22, so 18 slashing
Did I get skipped?
damage.
Yeah, I think so. You were like 20, right?
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I was. I think I was after that hellhound. I rolled a 20. My initiative was. Is.
Your
Yes,
20 didn't hit me either.
Fuck. My 21 did, right?
Nope, because you don't get this. You don't get advantage because of shifter. Unfortunately, both of those actually hit because my AC is 13.
Son of a bitch.
13. Your AC is 13.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. That's what it says. It says 13.
Damn.
But because of shifter,
some
you don't
armor,
get advantage on attacks.
Well, fine.
It's still 18 points of damage.
No, because the 10 didn't hit. The 20. Oh, yeah, 10 points. Okay, got it.
14 and 13. 8 and 8. So I can't math. It's 16.
No. One attack hit you. One did not. So 10 points of slashing damage. Because I don't have advantage, because your ability cancels out my advantage.
On my screen, it shows the first claw was 14 and 8, and the second was 13 and 20.
On mine, it says 22, and on the screen for the chat, 20 and 10 without advantage. So 10 points of slashing damage.
All right. I'll take 10 points of damage. Shit, what was that?
All right. And Corbus, you're up.
So do I not get my turn then?
You do get your
That's
turn.
fair.
Go ahead and take your turn.
It's tough.
Let me add you it.
Let's see. And this is vampire spawn there, yeah. Or this is Strahd's bride there, right?
That is Strahd's bride, yes.
And as I'm stepping into threatened space, there's no attack of opportunity, correct?
There is, no, you do not get. There's not an attack of opportunity that happens for you stepping into threatened space from these individuals.
All right, I'm gonna swing at Strahd's bride. $24.
24 hits.
14, 17.
17 points of damage. Hold on 1 second.
I know the 12 radiant is from the Sun Sword. Is the 2
Yep.
radiant from a smite?
Improved divine smite, yeah.
Okay, so if you're smiting an undead, What's going on? Oh, it's
Oh
just,
yeah, I suppose it is. I was just rolling the improved divine smite that comes with 11th level. So does that smite also give an extra D8 because it is undead?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
Let's see.
it does.
Improved divine smite.
No, so divine smite works even if you don't use it. But oh yeah, if you were divine smiting, you'd be doing 3d8 as opposed to 2d8 on a level 1 smite.
Right, but I've got improved divine smite as an 11th level
Right,
paladin,
so you do
which means
1d8. So you do 1d8 every time that you hit.
Yeah. No, it
Yep.
doesn't get. It doesn't get doubled. Okay. Cool.
so that doesn't okay.
But
Just checking.
you have a second attack, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, go ahead and throw that second attack up. Because old girl's taking a knee.
Twice.
A 29 hits, and if you do 1 point of damage, tell me what this looks like as she, with her 1 hit point left, instead takes 18 points of damage.
With the relationship that I've formed with the Sun Sword, it's almost more like a Sun Club, in so much as that's exactly how I'm wielding it, because it is a two-handed weapon. And it's as she's got the child held out with one hand, I'm come in uppercut, take the jaw off, and as the child drops, just catch the child and set it down on the ground, as I basically just radiant damage bludgeon her face off.
Excellent. Yes, you had much more leeway with the vampire than you do with the animated armor, because all you had to do was get above a 15 and not roll above a 10. So there's only 5 points to be able to hit the child as opposed to hitting the vampire.
Sure.
She disintegrates, and as she's doing so, yes, allows it to fall into your hands, and her mask drips away. You also watch as the Hellhound looks over at you and does and for some reason you get this sense of down with the oppressor, and you're kind of confused.
All right.
And then you watch, and you could take an attack of opportunity, but you watch as this Hellhound starts to walk away and decides that it's going to take its 15-minute union break.
Solid.
Nice.
I'll look towards the animated armor. I have a bonus
Fucking
action, but
Bard of Eloquence.
yeah, right. Don't have anything left. I'll be like, show yourself, coward. Come down here and face us now, or that
Yeah,
fate.
and go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead and continue your.
Did you catch what I said? I finished it.
No, go ahead and say it again.
So I'll look at the animated armor and point the sun sword at it. Come down here and face us, coward, or that fate will soon be yours.
Yeah, so with the proximity that you are now to it, you can see the same thing that Dow could, that this is animated armor and Strahd is not in it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm talking to Strahd through the armor.
Right. And so the animated armor, have you ever picked up kids by their head? You ever do that?
No, my kids are always the same size as me.
So you don't actually pick up the kid by their head. When you pick them up, they're supposed to grab onto your. You grab onto. They grab onto your arms, right? So
I did that to Boogle all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, the animated armor is holding out the kid by the head, and it's grabbing onto the animated armor's arm, right? So it's not. It doesn't look like it's not shaking the kid back and forth, but it's like. Chosen Abrovia, indeed. Come at me, Paladin, and we will see. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the vampire hellspawn. Which one? All right, so this vampire hellspawn right here is going to take a swing at the unshort because it still
Oh,
can't
by the way,
see.
allies, at the end of your turn, you get some temporary HP, right? 11 plus a d6.
Yep. So go ahead and
So how about
yeah, go ahead
16
and roll that
temporary hit
d6.
points?
Sick.
Yep, that works. So that happened at the beginning of your turn. So let's just go ahead and add that to everybody's right now.
Okay.
So that way, this vampire is going to take some hits against that. All right, so 8 does not hit. The 10 plus 6. So the 10 damage does happen, and 6 points of it, reducing your max hit points.
Who's that against?
That is against the unshort Corvus.
Got it.
All right. Next up is another vampire spawn. This one is going to take a swing at Dow. Bite attack, claw attack. Doesn't look like those ones are hitting.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Wow. Where is this hellspawn? Or where is this vampire
Take
spawn
dad
at?
joke inspiration.
Okay, there's a vampire spawn that is supposed to be able to attack that I don't know where it's at. So, but I am going to replace it in the turn order because I haven't been using this character. Damn it. All right, Dow. Because of the critical fail,
Yep.
you hear the sound of a bow go off over here,
Okay.
and it sticks into the ground next to you,
Mhm.
pointed this direction.
Got it.
And that will give you advantage on your turn to being able to figure out where it came from.
Cool.
All right. Corvus, the unshort, you're up.
Is this Hellhound? Not popular. The one right next to me. That one.
Yeah.
Did it take its 10
It-
point from moon damage? From moonbeam?
Yes, it takes the points of the moonlight damage and then scurries faster past it. So I will go ahead and take off 10 points of damage for the automatically failing the saving throw.
Okay. Now I'm going to move the moonbeam to the one above me.
She's actually dropped down. Yeah. Oh yeah, but above you. Got it. To the north of you.
40 feet.
All right, go ahead and roll that beautiful moonbeam. Or does it stay the same?
You can say the same. Give it a 10. Let's see.
Does a 23 work
I guess.
for saving? All right, so how much damage am I taking?
5.
All right, 5 points of damage. All right.
I don't like this current situation. So, what are you doing?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Moving the moonbeam was a bonus action.
Whatever. Take your action then. Stop delaying.
I'm gonna Misty Step. Yeah, here.
All right, I'm going to take an attack of opportunity
Misty
against
Step.
the air. I know, against the air that was there as you started to speak the words of Misty Step. All right. Anything else that you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it.
Isn't Misty Step a bonus action?
No, it's a spell.
Yeah.
It is a spell that takes a bonus action.
Is it cast as a bonus action?
Technically, you cannot use 2 bonus actions, but I think that's dumb. I think that you can
Oh, come
sacrifice
on.
your action to
Oh.
do a second bonus action. And that is how I am ruling that. And this is the last battle, so fuck it. Tom doesn't like it, but Tom doesn't like Baldur's
He's
Gate
trying
3
to
either.
avoid
And he
Yetis.
doesn't let you he doesn't let us throw
Potions.
potions. So I mean that's fucked up. All right, so this hellhound walks past Bruce and gives Bruce a nod and continues to walk. Dow, do you take an attack of opportunity against the hellhound as it decides to go back to its kennel?
No. No, I do not.
All right. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. More blood. Barovian witch that can be seen by the fucking other DM in the group. Bullshit. And Yexa.
Okay. So Strahd is in front of me, right at the throne.
Yes.
His armor is.
Strahd's.
Is
You can
Strahd-
tell now that you're that close that it's Strahd's animated armor. You can also see that there is a child in its arms. Now you're going to have an additional. You're not going to be as likely to hit the child as someone from the other direction is, because currently it's held out toward the child's held out toward the paladin. So you should have a pretty easy strike against the armor without hitting the child.
So it's not Strahd, it's just a magic armor then.
You can see that it's animated armor now that you're this close.
Okay.
But Strahd is you have the feeling that Strahd is in the room. It's just a matter of figuring out where he's at.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is push this guy on the side of the room with my telekinesis. The guy on the left, bottom left. I just don't like him. He's a little ugly.
Which one?
I don't know.
This guy right here?
Yes.
Okay, so this guy's just starting to wake up, and that's fine. You can go ahead. You haven't met him before, so
Oh.
I totally get where you're coming from. So go ahead. Actually, go ahead and roll an insight check.
19.
So with that 19, you are able to figure out that it seems like this guy's not an enemy.
Oh. I'll push the zombie by Dow then.
Vampire
instead.
by Dow, okay?
Yeah, it's a vampire. think it's an 11 saving throw. Strength saving throw.
Okay.
It failed. Lol.
It didn't because it has advantage. All right, so
Oh,
it
yeah.
stays where it's at.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna attack this cursed armor twice with my sword or my rapier.
So
Or
what is?
Shadowblade.
Let's take a look at your. I believe that should be the same as your spell cast DC, which
Is
I
it?
believe is a lot higher than 11. Yeah, because what did you increase when you took telekinesis?
I thought it was dexterity was my thing.
So you can only increase your intelligence, your wisdom, or your charisma score.
Oh, it was intelligence. I have 4 intelligence.
Yep. So your spell save DC is 16. So it's still passed, but that's what your spell save DC is for that attack.
Okay.
All right. That was your
Bonus action. And I'm pretty sure I just roll a attack roll, right, with my proficiency bonus?
for which?
Because I'm swinging the Shadow Blade that I cast earlier.
Yeah. So Shadow Blade is going to be what you would roll for like your rapier.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a +7.
Okay.
All right. So 14 does not hit. A 22 does hit. Now roll the. You said you cast it at level 5.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 48 or a 5. Yeah, 48. So if you hit, there you go.
27.
20 fucking 7 points of damage. Against who? Against the.
The only person that I can against the kid.
Why would you hit
No.
the kid?
The animated
asshole.
armor.
All right.
I don't know that kid. I mean, my flame school didn't like it, so why would I?
How do you have 144 hit points as
What?
a fucking wizard?
I have 69.
Oh, that's you down there. Sorry. I was looking at something else. Don't mind me.
Is he?
So
is
is that how many
hurt?
hit points? Is that how many hit points Strahd has, or like?
I don't know. Why are you asking questions?
He was looking at the assassin that's standing behind me, guys. By the way, just so you know, I'm dead next turn.
All right, so you just did. So that animated armor has pieces falling off of it. It is definitely bloodied. It was bloodied when the assassin with her assassin fucking arrow got into it, and it is now looking fairly rough with pieces of it starting to fall off, and it is definitely known by everyone that it is animated armor. So that was your bonus action. Any movement?
I can move after I attack?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck away from these guys.
All right. When you back up, though, the armor will be able to make an attack of opportunity.
Never mind. I'll just protect myself when he slashes at me then next time.
All right.
Yeah, I passed my turn.
All right. So this vampire spawn here that is directly next to the not so hidden rogue goes ahead and makes a claw attack with a crit and a 24 to hit. So you take 10 points of damage plus 12 points of damage, reducing your total hit points that you can revive to by 7. And she regains
So how did this guy see me?
7 hit points. He's right next to you.
I thought that guy already got me.
She did. Last turn,
I haven't had a turn
I don't make the
since
rules.
then. No, you literally do. I haven't had a turn since then.
All right, it's your turn.
I'm coming to your house. I'm already in that. I'm in your walls.
I let you assassinate even though you didn't have assassinate.
Yes, I literally had assassinate.
We'll see.
Oh, let me drop the description of assassinate.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's actually ask the audience real quick.
We'll let the viewers decide.
What does that say? What does that say?
You want to know?
With being threatened, I don't believe that you would actually still have assassinate.
What do you mean with being threatened?
I mean the fact that you have an enemy within 5 feet of you.
What would that have to do with anything?
I don't know, but it happens in Baldur's Gate 3, so I gotta assume that that's
Well,
how it
I don't
works.
care what your video game had.
The key here is surprise, right? And
Yeah,
you can't be surprised outside of the first round of combat.
It was the first round of combat.
Right.
It was the first round of combat.
Yeah, so you got it
Yeah.
then, but you don't have it now.
No, I wasn't trying to do it now.
Great.
I can only do it that one time.
Right.
Anyways, so here's what I'm gonna do.
And that was this vampire spawn.
What vampire spawn? Let me see.
You got
Which
one
one?
below you, and you got
Click
one
him.
right next.
Click him.
You've got 2 vampire spawns right next to each other. You are surrounded by vampire spawns.
No, before I was right next to Alex and Bruce, and I hid behind them.
All right, I'm sorry.
Just because everybody else moved doesn't mean that I'm no longer hidden.
Just
'Cause I got
because
my
I'm
cloak.
drinking doesn't mean that that you can argue with me. Continue,
Who just came in the house?
Chris.
Oh. I was like, why are we not worried about this? All right. Okay, guys, he is distracted. What do I do?
How about you make your?
Oh my gosh, take off your headset if you're leaving the room. Here's what I want to do. Mm.
If it were me, I would go into Super Saiyan Devil mode, so that way I had plus 1d6 fire damage on my attacks.
Yeah, but I only have that for a minute.
A minute is going to last 10 rounds of combat. We have
Oh,
done
real?
2.
Okay. How late are we playing?
We're playing until Strahd's dead.
No, because if we're playing till Strahd's dead, you should have given us a break at an hour and a half because my legs are asleep and my butt hurts from sitting in this chair.
My goodness, it is an hour between turns. You have the chance to go and take a break. But it's your turn right now, so if you could stop making it an hour between turns. Yes.
That was your fault because you were wrong and I had to prove you wrong.
I was gone for a sec. I don't know if you hit me with any of the bad guys for.
He probably
Not
did
yet.
when you weren't looking. He probably took away hit points when you got up from where.
Is that true?
Yeah, he'll delete them. Hope you don't notice.
Wow. What a DM.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna do this. No, I don't want to do that. I wanted to do the other thing. That's similar to that. It's the freaking.
Oh man, I just saw John Morant is out for the season with a torn labrum.
I don't even know what any of that means. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. I get advantage with intimidation check, and it gives me. What did you say it gave me? I just saw his whole booty crack.
I missed it.
It's on tape. It's on
Okay.
film.
You need the recording.
It's at 2 hours 40 minutes and 29 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Is that with or without a break?
Well, I mean that's the time right now.
Right, I know. Without a break.
Yeah, without a break. Okay, you said it gave me advantage on what?
Advantage on intimidation checks.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear anything. What just happened?
Rage gives you.
I think your mic
Can't hear you.
messed up.
Why can we hear Chris perfectly?
Sorry.
She has his head.
Okay. Okay, I gave the mic headphone to Chris as opposed to giving her the one that was not being used as a microphone. All right, so your Devilish Rage, yes, it gives you advantage on intimidation checks. It also gives you an additional 1d6 fire damage on your attacks.
Okay. Can I light an arrow on fire with it?
The arrow is on
Like with my-
fire, yes,
Oh,
because
perfect.
you are devilishly raging.
I can definitely not hide right now, right?
Yes, that is one of the disadvantages.
It's fair enough. Can we light up the room since my hair's on fire, so everyone can see what's going on? Because I'm technically a giant torch right now.
I like it. I will allow it. If you will do me a favor and
What's
take
up?
your fucking turn.
I am. I'm about to. I just want to light up the room. I just want to get this over with. Like the.
You are emanating 40 feet of bright light.
All right, and I'm shooting Strahd.
Okay. You have two enemies next to you, right next to you. But Strahd does have enemies within 5 feet, so I'm going to have
Yeah, but
to
I'm
give
not
you
moving
advantage.
right.
I understand. He gets an additional +5 because of the enemies that are between and the allies that are between you and him. However, you still hit, and you do 25 points of damage on that target. Well done. Without hitting the child.
Oh, I forgot I had a kid with him. Good thing I didn't miss.
All right. Another piece
Wait.
of armor falls off. Yes.
His armor fell off.
Yes.
He needs to go to somebody better. I don't think I have anything else to do that I want to do.
All right. You watch as the armor continues to fall apart after Freya's attack.
Actually, I know what
And
I
the
want to prepare
child.
another arrow.
Yep. That's fine.
Okay.
And the child is put down onto the ground, and you watch as the child
Nice.
and the child begins to dissolve into mist, and the pieces of the armor that have fallen onto the ground begin to swirl around the child.
Wait, so did I do 11 points of damage to Strahd when I accidentally hit
Listen.
that child? Sorry.
I think I did
You
65 points
didn't
damage to a kid.
You didn't accidentally hit that child. All right. You hit that child.
Wait, so is the kid in the armor?
The kid is Strahd.
Well, okay, but the kid's not in the armor.
Not yet.
Okay.
I assume the
My
Strahd
fear
material.
was that he had done a little switcheroo and I had just done 65 points of damage to a child that was in the armor.
That would also be fun.
That's what I thought was happening. I was really scared. So has he even taken any of that damage then?
No, he hasn't taken any damage at all. That was the animated armor that was taking damage. So now Strahd is standing there as the child dissolves into mist and he starts to reappear as Strahd, and the armor starts to swirl around him and comes and attaches itself to him in a Tony Stark becoming Iron Man kind of a way. While that's happening, that does take an action, so everyone can go ahead and if you have a ranged attack, you can make it at this time, or if you have the ability to attack within 5 feet, a melee attack within 5 feet, but there won't be a movement and
Hooray!
attack. It's essentially like an attack of opportunity. So a ranged attack against Strahd.
Will you let me use a bonus action instead of attacking him?
Well, you're within melee range, so you can hit him with your shadow sword.
That is correct.
Yes. So what's
Could
the
I
bonus
use a
action that
bonus
you want to
action?
take?
Blade Song.
Like what? Like what? Blade Song? Yes, you can activate your Blade Song as opposed to taking this attack.
Okay, I'm gonna activate my Blade Song and I'm start singing this song. Our rats are gonna go into a chorus.
Oh God. I must continue to this external link to find out what.
So help me understand the rationale in him taking an action. So essentially he just acted on the animated armor's turn. So then wouldn't it be easier just to have him continue in the turn order at that spot, and we all just continue through our turns through the turn order, and we would essentially be everybody would be getting their full action since he's taken the action of materializing and donning his armor?
Yeah, essentially it's a legendary action, so we could just continue with the turn order. You're right. And then he doesn't get a turn this order. Yeah, that's fine.
Does that does that seem like and I don't want to like usurp the group or anything here, but does that seem like it accomplishes what you're allowing us to do?
Yep, that seems like the fair thing. So Dow, go ahead and we'll just have you be able to take an action while this is happening. Go ahead.
Okay. I am going to use the holy symbol of Ravenkind. I
Okay.
will expend 5 charges on it and will present the holy symbol to make it shed sunlight in a 30-foot radius. So I'll just change my color to obnoxious yellow. And yeah, we got sunlight everywhere as soon as he reveals himself. That's my action. 5 charges.
Sounds good. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
As with the effect of an item like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
How would you rule on the use of dispel magic toward it?
Ooh. I would rule that if dispel magic were used on the item right now, the remaining 10 minutes would go away. And if I wanted to trigger it again, I would have to use the other 5 charges.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, but that doesn't happen.
But I do take out the symbol and I put it forward and I say Mastodon.
what's the
Pterodactyl. I don't know.
no?
What-
What's the deal from Um,
Power Rangers. Oh yeah. Sailor Moon.
no, I was thinking more.
Oh yeah. The
Harry Potter.
snozberries taste like snozberries. That
I was
one?
thinking more
Yeah.
Harry Potter, Illuminati, or whatever the heck
Oh
they say.
yeah. He says Avada Kedavra, right?
Avada
No,
Kedavra.
it's luminous. Wait, are you thinking of the one with the light?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He says Lumos.
It's Lumos.
Lumos.
But I think what you were really thinking was Expecto Patronum.
Yes,
No.
Expecto Patronum is actually what I was thinking. So when you actually shine that light, as the sunlight comes out, you hear a horrified hiss
Yeah.
as
Like when you wake up in the middle of the night and you go to the bathroom in the dark.
exactly, and the last stealthed vampire spawn
Nice.
becomes immediately visible, and
Yeah.
its surprise attack has definitely failed. If I'm not mistaken, let me double check too.
By the way, I know that we said canonically the rats are singing Ave Maria from Batman, but as soon as I saw that it was Batman, I thought they were going to be singing Something in the Way by Nirvana.
Something's in my head.
Because that makes a lot
I
more
can-
sense to me.
What? Really?
Did
We're a
you
bunch of
ever see
rats.
the edit though? Did you ever see the edit though? Because I can never hear that song the same ever again.
No,
The
is it
giant-
somebody
It's
just
the-
mumbling.
No, it's the something's in my ass.
Oh, no.
It's terrible, but it was like
Thanks a
all
lot.
over social media,
Wow.
and I can never hear it the same ever again.
You do watch as that hellspawn that was above you does start to smolder with the exposure to the sunlight, as well as the one directly next to Freya up here.
Yeah. Now let me ask you a question. Was that my
Yeah, go ahead.
turn? Was that what I had an action because it was my turn?
No, and then you can take your bonus action. Sorry. And your
Okay,
movement.
so I had a moon mallet on the map.
Yeah, go ahead and get that baby.
I'm gonna bring it back out.
Probably
'cause
underneath. It's probably underneath somebody.
Yeah, probably.
You
but
should
it-
definitely. You know that children that's standing beside Strahd? It's definitely another vampire. You should exterminate it immediately.
And we said that Ismark, Irina, and the uncharmed children could take actions, which I will allow you to dictate.
Yeah. Well, the moon is going. The moon mallet's going for Strahd. So
Moon Mallet on Strahd. Got it.
real quick, moon mallet. Where are we at? It's not called moon mallet, so I can never find it. Oh boy. Yeah. Ooh. Exit stage left. All
That
right, so
hits,
that's
by the way. I just looked.
Yeah, definitely. So that was my action and my bonus action. I'll probably stay put.
Action and bonus action. Got
Yeah,
it.
I'll probably stay put. Kind of like if I move closer to the fight at the bottom of the half, that just like leaves our rogue all alone. So I'll just stay put.
Did you do the weapon, or did you do the weapon?
Yeah, I swung and a miss. I got a 16 against Strahd, so I just kind of wrote that one off.
Oh yeah, that did not do it.
Yeah.
It actually depends on whether the spot that you hit had been armored yet. So go ahead and roll that 1d4 and don't roll a 4.
1d4. There we go. Don't do what now?
All right. Yeah. So so as the mallet is swinging in, a pauldron comes onto Strahd's shoulder and it strikes against that pauldron.
Yeah,
Does it hit right on beat with my song?
totally.
Yes.
It goes something in the way.
And there's something in the way.
Pauldron out of nowhere. Fuck.
Pauldron in the way.
Yeah, that's my whole turn.
of my mallet strike.
Anyways,
And,
the children on their turns are gonna get the second effect, which is the temporary HP,
nice.
and I'm gonna have them run towards Ismark, and I'm gonna have Ismark back up against the wall, defending the children, and I'll let you describe whatever is going on with Irina.
Yeah, so Irina does seem she has been drained of blood, but she has not yet slept in a
Mhm.
coffin overnight in order to be turned into a. So she is a vampire fledgling, but not a vampire spawn.
Got
yet.
it.
So she is easily charmed by Strahd, but currently has that effect broken, and she immediately moves by her brother, but then also sees Vasily collapsed on the ground, and you can tell that next turn she may be running over to him.
Mhm. Okay.
All right.
Like,
Strahd,
curious point. We are
yes.
at the top of the turn order. If we were to be putting a pin in this and coming back to play the second half of the fight at another time, the top of the turn order is the time to do it.
Let's
And-
go ahead.
I do kill him this turn, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Solo.
For
Trust
sure.
me.
You solo him in this turn?
Trust me.
Okay. All right.
Let's go ahead and do one more turn order. Be as fast as possible. Strahd does not get an action during this turn because he is currently armoring up. Bruce is still convincing the Hellhounds to leave. They have now walked out and done so. He was trying to convince them to fight against Strahd, but did not roll well enough for that.
They
This
were going
vampire
to get
spawn.
labor laws changed.
This vampire
Yeah.
spawn, with the addition of sunlight, is going to roll a wisdom saving throw, 15 or higher. They stick around. This vampire spawn has decided that it would like to get the F out. Frey, you have an attack of opportunity. You can go ahead and roll that. Hellhound.
I don't know what to do for an attack of opportunity. I do range attacks.
Swing
I got a
your
sword.
Yep, swing your sword. All right, Alexander, you're up. You don't get sneak attacks, so 7 points of piercing damage. Hit her on the ass as she is running away. Alexander, you're up.
Wonderful. I'll just step over I'm going to step laterally. No, wait, next to Bruise.
I thought
and
you were
take
going
a
to step
swing.
on Strahd's bride, which I think would be a baller
Yeah,
move. Go ahead.
that's fine. We'll just step on it. That's fine. We'll do that. Squish.
She did disintegrate into ash, so you're just kicking up some moon dust.
Perfect.
She was pretty old.
And holy Moses.
16.
No.
Go ahead and roll that 1d4. Do not roll a 4. You did not roll a 4. It hits.
All right. $18
18 points of radiant damage.
plus an improved divine smite. Plus
Do you guys know how to post images?
standard divine smite.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
garbage. Okay, you just want me to roll the improved divine smite again for the additional D8 or undead damage for that divine smite?
Well,
Sure.
yeah, go ahead.
That's 20. 33? 32, sorry.
32 points of damage.
32, all radiant. And actually, point of clarification, because according to the description of the Sun Sword, the light that it emits is daylight. So Strahd is currently standing in sunlight. Correct?
How much damage did you do?
I just did. Where did it all go? There it is. 32.
He is wearing SPF. Never mind. All right.
All right, we'll swing again. Holy shit.
Doesn't hit this time.
Yep, doesn't hit that time. And let's see. And on my bonus action, I'm going to cast Blinding Smite. Obviously, that'll be for my next turn.
All right. Blinding Smite is activated.
And you know what? Let's see how you read that. No, it is okay. So it is the next time I hit a creature, it takes an additional 3d8 radiant damage, and then the blinding and the Constitution save is still contingent on the next hit. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you miss, then it still stays active.
Correct. Yep. I just want to make sure that I read that right. That he doesn't need to roll a con save now for blindness. He does that upon me hitting him.
All right. The two suits of armor that you may or may not have seen when you walked in at the back of the room suddenly erupt into shield guardians that very obviously start to move forward. Courage sees them and immediately runs.
Does Courage do anything?
Yeah, Courage dodges. That's what he does.
Go.
That is what action he takes every time. All right. This vampire assassin is gone. Let me go ahead and see where I don't have it up. Where is it? Oh, it's up here. I found it. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a shot at the paladin. An 18 probably doesn't hit, does it? Doesn't hit, does it, for Alexander?
I don't think I have any buffs up, so my AC is 18.
Your AC is 18. All right, so you take 11 piercing damage and 17 poison damage. Go ahead and roll your DC 15 Constitution saving throw to see if you take that poison damage.
Cool. God save.
All right. So you only take half. So you take 19 points of damage, and you are currently not poisoned. But because of firing with advantage, we do get the sneak attack damage, which is an extra 4d6. We won't just do the average damage. Let's go ahead and just roll the 4d6. Additional 17 points of damage as a shot is fired from the darkness. And interestingly, continues to stay hidden even after firing. So you've taken a total of 19, 38 damage, is that right?
Still not blooded.
It's 36.
36. Sorry.
Still not blooded. Hey, when do I get those temporary hit points again? Or is that just a one-time deal?
You get them at the end of.
I
your turn.
can give you some.
At the end of my turn?
Yeah, I'll put it back in the chat.
Do they stack?
No, they do not stack.
No,
You want to
temporary
become
HP
a
doesn't stack,
T-Rex?
but you can get them at the end of each of your turns. You can refresh them. So at least
Okay, so
12,
yeah, it was-
maybe 17.
Yep. Well, I'll leave the 17 because that's a better deal. Cool. Thank you.
If you become a T-Rex, you'll get many more than 17 temporary hit
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Lose the ability to smite too, and the damage is no longer radiant.
This vampire spawn is going to take a strike at Dow. The 17 I don't think hits. A 24 does. So 14 points of damage, 7 of which reduce your maximum hit points.
All right. That means I go to.
I may not be able to work through those temporary hit points, but I'll at least reduce.
All right, you got it.
All right, this shield guardian. Hold on 1 second. Right here. A level 4 fireball.
Oh,
For
shit.
it looks like only 19 points of damage though. Plus 4, right?
Yes.
Yep. So
Actually,
23 points of damage. Go ahead and do your dexterity saving throw at level 18 or DC 18 for Freya and for Dow. So Freya and Dow, go ahead and roll that dexterity saving throw. I'm saying that the vampires miss it since they're doing.
Freya, are you still on fire? Does that provide you any resistance to fire damage?
She is resistant to fire damage.
I'm always resistant to fire damage.
Fine. Well, roll your dexterity saving throw. You
Already did
are
it.
totally resistant, so you still take half damage. The full half
Why would I take
damage,
half
not
damage?
quarter damage. But Tom did not. Tom,
I'm not blooded yet, but we're close.
all right. Corbus, the unshort. You are up next. Oh, and this spirit guardian did move up as it was after it fired its fireball, and has moved in between Freya and Dow. All right, Corbus, you're up. Dow, I will say that that it is likely that Olivia, as she was going through, she would have given you inspiration, which wasn't going to help you out on that saving throw, but it will maybe help in the next situation.
Okay, cool. Mascara boots.
Damn, I forgot I have bardic inspiration. Thanks for the reminder.
What level did you cast that at?
Gross. Gross question. Don't answer it. You're muted, Chris.
It's 13 to the party.
I know. What level did you cast it at?
Cast it at 5th. Not upcast.
He needs to know what level of spell slot to burn with this counter spell.
Or what DC I need to roll?
15, right?
My DC is 16. I don't know why it's popping up in everything that it's 15.
Yeah, but I mean it's 10 plus spell level,
Yeah.
like spell, so 15. So I mean, and what's Strahd's int modifier? Like 5, 6. Nice.
So you don't see Strahd actually say anything. You hear the melody that's being played
Oh, this
around
fucking lady.
that that suddenly one of the instruments being played has a sudden sharp note, and it kind of like the in Demon Slayer the demon that uses drums, like you just hear this twang, and the counter spell happened, denying the usage of the 9 points of healing for everybody. What next, Corbus?
That's it. Bonus action to move, and then the counter-spelled mass cure wounds.
All right. Hellhounds have left. Strahd's bride is dead. Barovian witches continue to play. Yek, you're up.
Woohoo! Okay. Do those hit him?
They do.
Yippee! Do you want me to roll the damage separate or together?
Go ahead and roll it all together. That's fine. But not that much.
So it's gonna be 30, friend.
Not your friend, pal.
I'm not your
You're
buddy.
not my pal.
All right. Strahd doesn't look good.
And I'm also gonna fire. What does my fire guy have again? My skull guy.
Oh, you remembered. Yeah, fire rays.
Okay, I'm just gonna fire some fire rays at him too. As my skull.
Hold on a
action.
second. Let me make sure. Where's the fire ray at?
Man, Strahd sucks. I haven't taken any damage.
Wow, you are just asking for it. Yeah, you can control Flamey the Skull.
If I click onto the character sheet, you know what happens? It literally shows me his face, his ugly, ugly face, and it says spellcasters fashion flame skulls from the remains of dead wizards. When the ritual is complete, green flame erupt from the skull. That's all it says. I can't do anything. There's no character sheet.
That's dumb. You should get the character sheet instead. That's better. Then you can control it. Oh, sorry.
It's because you want to hold me back
Yep.
from reaching my true potential.
Okay, now you would have the ability to control Flame of the Skull. We're going to go ahead and multi-attack Flame Ring twice at Strahd. Because I failed, you can go ahead and roll one more using Flame of the Skull's character sheet now that you can control.
Okay. It's loading. Okay, it works. Yeah, it works now.
Okay, hit that Flame Ray.
Where is it?
Right there on the character sheet. Just click on it.
Oh, there it is.
All right. With a 19, you also miss.
Okay.
Oh no, you'll suck again.
And then as my bonus action, I'm just gonna try to shove that zombie on the left of the flame skull.
With the telekinesis?
Yeah, I'll put it in chat again.
Yep. All right, so this was going to be a 18 strength saving throw. It does not get it. So where do you throw this person, and who is it?
The one to the left of the flame skull. Actually, can I do it? Can you? I'll let you re-roll. Can I do it on the big guy that's in front of Dow right now, or behind Dow, I guess? I forgot they existed.
Wow, it does not specify a size.
No, yeah, I can push whatever I want 5 feet.
Okay.
I'm just that mentally. My brain is just so strong. I do my mental maths worksheets every day.
6 times 6 is
30.
Oh.
And he fails. Let's go.
All right, where's he going? How far? 30 feet?
Did you just say 6 times
No.
6 is 30?
He goes only 5 feet.
Sean.
What?
What is 6 times 6?
36.
Thank you.
You push
Okay,
him,
just really.
you push him
I'm gonna
5 feet away. You push him 5 feet away from you, but he's pretty big, so he just takes a step back, which sends him 10 feet back.
No, he
right
flew.
to there.
He flew
He did not
all the
fly.
way back there.
You touched the top of his head, and he like stumbled back. Now he's pissed.
He wasn't before.
No, now he's pissed. All right, Freya, you're up.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention. What's behind me?
A giant shield guardian. It hasn't hit anybody yet. But I will tell you that Strahd's bloodied.
Okay. Okay. I heard that part.
What does it mean when a vampire's bloodied? Is it like a good thing for them?
I hope you crit fail and hit Bruce.
All right. I'm gonna do something new.
pulling out some freaking cleric shit.
Yeah, I upped my cleric this last level up.
What level are you casting this at?
How do I like actually cast it where it asks
Go to
me
your
at?
spell. Go to your spells and just click on it.
Just that button.
Yep, and it's gonna say what level. And then you're gonna pick probably the highest level you can, and then mess with it. And then be super pissed at me.
Wait. So can I only cast it as high of a level as I am as a cleric? Yeah, because it's higher than that.
Yeah. But that's gonna do additional damage when you do it.
No, I know, but I'm only like a level 4 cleric, and I can do this at a level 9.
No, you cannot.
It says it right there.
Well, whatever spell slot you have, you could choose. You know, like whatever level spell slot you have.
What should I do?
Is it against
So
Strahd?
right now,
Mm-hmm. It's
your
good.
maximum spell slot is
Whatever number he's about to say.
a second level spell slot.
Yeah, do it at second level. Oh my god.
So with an
Yeah.
8, you do not hit.
Oh, could guess that. Wheel shit.
Good thing you didn't use that 9th level spell.
I wish I would have hit.
However, I will I can shoot him as a bonus action, right?
No.
No?
Nope, you can use a bonus action to shoot him if you use your action to attack.
But you can use your bonus action to hide or to dash or to
I
disengage.
can't hide.
You can't hide from the one that's next to you.
I have flaming hair.
Hard to hide when you have flaming hair.
I don't know where you like. I feel like that I shouldn't be able to hide.
I want to click that link, but it says Bing.
Canonically.
Yep, it is.
Did you mean canonically?
I don't even know why it says Bing. The link
Okay,
isn't
so
from
what you
Bing,
wanna-
and the web thing I'm using is not Bing.
That's crazy.
No, I think I'm
No.
just gonna. What does disengage do again for me?
What does disengage do? It means that
Yeah.
you won't get an attack of opportunity when you move away from that enemy.
All right, I'll disengage, I guess.
Okay, and then you can move anywhere you want to without getting an attack of opportunity. You're slipping and sliding. You're dipping and dodging.
Where's Strahd even at? I thought that we had sunlight in here.
We do.
You do have sunlight. Oh, and you know
Why
what?
can't I
You're
see
right.
anything? Yeah, because also remember when I lit my hair on fire and I said, "Can we all see now?" And then you were like, "Yeah," and then we couldn't though.
Right,
There's full of sunlight.
because there is a arcane mirage that is affecting the area.
So
And
then the
even,
answer is no.
yeah,
So when I was like, "So we can all see now," and you were like, "Yeah, I think that is okay."
I mean, you can see.
I'm
just can't
rolling all the
see very
tapes
well.
of the times that you contradicted yourself tonight. I'm making a compilation of contradictions made.
That's fine.
And they're all against me. Like, why me?
I don't know, but have you thought about writing a book about your victimization?
Well, it's really only been this session.
Come on, I've done more to you in your life than that. All
Well,
right.
yeah, but it's like,
Dow is now emitting 30 feet of sunlight. And yes, there are some vampire spawn that should have been getting roasty toasty. and Strahd himself that should have been getting roasty toasty once it's his turn. Because he already did take.
Roasty toasty.
The vampire next to you is about to die. Just needs
Nice.
a little bit of help.
I can help him. Put me in, coach.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. All right, we're going to move on, but let me know if there's something else that you wanted to do. Dow, you're up.
All right. Where did everybody go? With the hammer, I'm going to swing at Strahd.
Okay.
25. Does that hit?
A 25 does hit.
All right. There's 13 force damage.
13 force damage.
Yeah. And then with my action, I am going to let's see. I am going to use bold. I'm going to use one. No, I'm not. 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 So I'm not concentrating on a spell right now. And so I'm going to take a 5-foot step this way. Do I provoke some attacks of opportunity?
No.
Okay. I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on Freya.
All right. I like it. I will tell you that you do watch with your turn that instead of Irina running over to Vasily, she instead cringes at the sunlight, and you watch as a little bit of smoke and some boiling happens on her skin, and she moves around behind her brother to take.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
maybe you should let yourself get bit.
Yeah, maybe so. So that's action to cast Greater Invisibility, bonus action to do the mallet, and sunlight's still going strong due to the item. And again, at the end of all my allies' turns, they get like 11 to 17 temporary hit points back, and that's my turn.
All right, we are going to. This symbol means that Freya cannot be seen. And we have vampire spawns that just took a bunch of damage, Irina that took a bunch of damage, or actually just 5 points of damage. And she also has her temporary hit points, though, so she's okay. It is Strahd's turn. We are at the top of the turn order, and we are going to go ahead and make sure that you have added on your temporary hit points for Twilight Sanctuary. And on Strahd's turn, you hear another twang,
Twang.
and the sunlight goes out.
Okay.
Something in the twang.
That's right. That's way too good. Okay. Sunlight ends.
All right, and
That's
I guess it's going to take. I guess this battle is going to take more than
as it should.
One. Yes, but everything is going according to plan. So
yeah. Hey, did we level up?
All right. What? You take this many levels. That's not
31?
a 1.
2?
31?
Woohoo!
All right.
Being good tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see you all next time.
Hey, thank
you
you.
for
Good
playing.
game.
Thank you for hosting the game. See you guys soon.
All right. Love you.
Bye bye.